Hello, my name is Wenda Burnham, and I am going to be talking about distance learning for the future. Learning has taken a new advance for students. Traditional learning is somewhat becoming obsolete in the classrooms. Students are now looking at blended learning, more so with traditional face-to-face learning with the teacher and with different technology being used in the classroom for curriculum. Some schools are using distance learning for the opportunity of enriching students in bilingual languages, such as the school in Tuscaloosa, as Dana Beyerle has talked about, that in the schools get distance learning programs. Their learning programs are used for students getting an opportunity to learn languages such as Chinese and also Spanish, along with French. And the students in the different high schools were using the distance learning program for that opportunity to learn those different languages. So that was a good enrichment for those schools, as they were able to use distance learning for the opportunity of allowing students advancement in also being able to use their different languages along with the different technology programs that they had incorporated into that curriculum for learning those languages, and being able to do online search in those different areas of languages along with those different countries like China and Spain and France. They were also able to see the culture by using some of the technology programs that went along with their bilingual language classes. Other schools use distance learning, such as a school that they did distance learning with a comparison of students' learning outcome online, and this was done by Jennifer Lyke, and she found out that there was really not a whole lot difference with distance learning and traditional learning. The only thing that it gave students the flexibility of being able to do things weekly, and also the course instruction differed for some students who like to have that difference of being able to do work with technology and also being able to have a face-to-face instruction. So in this particular article, there was really no big comparison between the student learning outcomes online and the traditional classroom. However, the students that did the online learning had more enhancement of different strategies that were used in their learning process. So face-to-face gives the students more opportunity to just talk with the teacher face-to-face, along with answering questions and asking questions in a face-to-face setting. Now, however, there was an article that was done by Daily Charleston in dealing with school distance learning. It was not really an alternative to consolidation. Their distance learning had a long way to go before it was practical. Their consolidation agreed that distance learning could help save students who have problems with attendance. So this distance learning really kind of helped the enrollment of the school, because the students, they were allowed to do their assignments at home that allowed them to not miss any school time. So the strategy that was used here was for the students to actually not become bored, because they were able to do their work assignments at home using different strategies for their learning. So this helped the school, their school, with distance learning, with actually with the attendance. Now, for the school in Las Vegas, this article by James Haug, where students in Las Vegas tried to do a charter school with distance learning. And this distance learning helps students with self-esteem, also dealt with a lot of curriculum for students with disabilities. They were able to have a flexible curriculum that was available to them, that was offered to them, that gave them more of their learning style needs, and it was very positive results came from this charter school. And this charter school dealt with these students who also were having issues in the school and concerns that with problems in the schools and behavior issues that also allowed them an opportunity for learning outside the classroom. So as you see, their distance learning is a great opportunity for student success in the classroom and outside the classroom. Distance learning should be used as a blended learning for student success and achievement. Students should be able to use their learning abilities and the different ways that they learn on their learning styles for online and traditional learning. The future of education is going in the direction of digital learning, because as you know, in reality, most of our surroundings are technology incorporated. So our students need to learn how to use different technologies and different computers, along with media equipment, for the future that's going to enhance them to be successful in school and in society. So distance learning for the future, I say, is now. Distance learning for the future is for students to be productive citizens in America. So distance learning is something that is a part of our schools now, and students have changed the way they are learning. Students are learning differently than the traditional face-to-face schooling. So it is now very important that teachers understand that online learning and technology, MP3 players, cell phones, Xboxes, all those type of technology equipment can be used to make a positive impact on students in the classroom, because they are quite familiar with the usage of those particular tools. So why not make those tools positive for students and incorporate them into the classroom for success, for student achievement? I believe that we will see a lot more digital classroom instruction as we proceed throughout the future. And I think that teachers will see that students are more motivated and that students will be better achievers by using those tools for success. Thank you.